Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fast growing gear site on the web, and today we're going to uncrate the Corozal Adventure Drystar boot. Before I jump in and give you the full rundown on the Corozal Adventure boot from Alpinestars, go ahead and subscribe. That would help us keep bringing you the best gear reviews in the universe. And if at any point you decide you'd like to purchase a set of boots from speedaddicts.com, don't worry, there's a link in the description below to get over to these Corozal boots or any other parts or gear you might need for your next two-wheel adventure. So Alpinestars, you know the name. What's the deal? They've been making boots since the 1960s, so we have 6 decades of boot making experience. They're bringing all that knowledge to bear with the Corozal. They have about 3 main boots in their adventure lineup. So the Belize is the little brother of the Corozal. Let me show you what that looks like real quick. These 2 boots are essentially identical except for that height difference. So which one should you buy? Well, how much time are you actually spending off-road? If it's considerable, you're spending more time doing technical riding, I'd recommend upgrading to the Corozal. You're going to get that extra protection because there's probably a higher likelihood a heavy adventure bike could end up on your leg. If you're spending more time on the road, you know, say you're 70-30 on the road, maybe go with a little bit more walkable, less bulky Belize. We also have a video on this. Both these boots are Drystar, so they are water resistant. We'll show you more on that in a minute. And they come in 2 colors. They come in this oiled leather that you see here on the Corozal, or the black polyurethane coated leather that you see on the Belize. So those are your color options. Okay, they also have a 3rd boot in the lineup. That's the Toucan. We got a video on that as well. That's a much more technical boot that I'd recommend for folks spending a lot of time off-road. So price point, $299 makes a set of the Corozals yours. 3 pounds. 1 ounce for one size 10. As a comparison to the motocross boots, you're talking more like 3.5 pounds for like a Tech 7 or 3.75 pounds for a Tech 7. The motocross boots are a fair bit more built out for impact. And if you're wondering the difference between a motocross boot and an adventure boot, they don't go quite as crazy with some of the protection. We're going to show you more on that in a minute, but it does make them lighter and a little easier to walk around in. When it comes to sizing in the Corozal Drystars, you're going to get size 7 to 13. There are no half sizes. Alpinestars Adventure off-road boots typically run about a half size big in my experience. So if you're between sizes, I'd round down. Otherwise, give out, like if you're usually a size 12, try the size 12, go from there. But if you're usually a 12.5, also try those 12s. They'll probably work out well for you. And remember, you buy your next set of boots from Speed Addicts, we do have no cost returns. So a couple clicks gets you a free label. As long as you're inside the United States, you can get exchange or return. Shipping's on us. Give us a shot. We'll treat you like family. Okay, let's talk about what's going on with this Corozal here. So first thing, this is multi-season water resistant boot that has the Drystar liner. I'm going to crack this open and show you what we're working with on the inside of that gaiter to keep you dry. First up, you got 2 clips here. These are the same straps they use on their motocross boots. This is the dagger and lever situation. These are plastic, but they are quite strong. I haven't managed to break a set yet. Typically what happens if you do snap them, it's from a crash. You can grind these off on the asphalt or something like that. But if that happens, don't worry. They do have replacements, and they can take them off with a little screw there. So if you want to adjust this outer strap, you just pull this up and away from the boot. You can get more slack and adjust that however you need to. So we're going to pull those off. Up on the top, you've got a big Velcro entry, nice and wide, and this gaiter comes up higher than the Belize. So another reason you might want to grab these if you're hitting more water crossings, you're going to encounter a lot of rain. Go with these Corozals, you're going to get more weatherproofing higher up. So this gaiter here is totally weatherproof. That's the whole point of the Drystar. Inside there, you got a 3D mesh liner that's nice and breathable. These are comfortable boots right out of the box, nice and flexy. And inside down at the bottom, what you can't see is this footbed. So, you know, not much to these. You might want to replace them. If you want something a little bit more arch, you can pull these footbeds out, no problem. Okay, let's talk about the exterior impact protection. They're using the same material that they use on pretty much all their boots when it comes to impact protection, and that's called TPU. That stands for thermoplastic polyurethane. It's somewhere between hard plastic and rubber, so it does flex and move with you, which is the name of the game when it comes to boots. They have that on the shin guard right here, and you also get some on your ankle protection on the side. On the medial side, you are going to have a TPU heel cup that's sewn into the leather here, and that will keep you protected. Also, the toe box has reinforcement as well as the heel cup. Okay, let's check out the instep of this Corozal. You'll notice most of the boot chassis is made of this top grain oiled leather, but the instep, the Achilles, and this calf area is a synthetic leather material that is billowed out. That's going to give you nice flex right out of the box. These boots do not require a ton of break-in. They're comfortable both on and off the bike. Over here, we have their biomechanical blade system. This is a two-piece system to provide lateral protection to your ankle. Very important, especially once you get off-road. If you come off the bike in single track, you're going to want that. On the inside, you notice there's no overbuilt blade system or anything like that that could hang up on the bike. Because this is a streetable boot, they're not going to overbuild it to quite that extent like they would with a motocross boot, but they do give you an interior ankle cup made out of TPU that's sewn in here, and then a nice grip pattern to allow you to become one with the bike, because that's what it's all about out there. We're going to flip this over and look at the sole. We have a nice lugged out vulcanized rubber sole with plenty of grip both on and off-road. No matter if you're at a stoplight, there's oil down at an intersection, something like that, you're going to be able to grip that asphalt, but then when you make it off-road, we got plenty of grip. So not your average street boot here. This is what makes it a nice adventure boot. Also inside of the sole, you have a steel shank, very important part of a motorcycle boot that distributes the weight across the whole sole instead of, you know, the foot peg just digging into your arch. So you have a steel shank that's going to make the boot much more rideable, especially when you're standing up, or should you get an impact, it's going to keep it from wadding up. That is the Corozal Adventure. If you're shopping for a full-length adventure boot, this one is always a top pick. Head over to SpeedAddicts right now. Check that out. You still got questions? Don't worry. Rider support standing by through live chat, phone, and email, or you can just drop your question in the comment section below. One of our team members will get back to you as soon as possible. Appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see you next time to find out what's in the crate.